Welcome to the 2021 Nation of Neighbors virtual reception, where we gather together all 10 recipients of this year's award and grant so we can honor and recognize the many contributions they are making in the lives of women and girls throughout our country. I am Amy Jones, and I have the privilege of serving as the philanthropy director at Royal Neighbors of America. Along with me is my colleague, Darcy Smith. Darcy, give him a wave. She is our senior member engagement specialist and the champion for this member program. Also, it's my pleasure to introduce Royal Neighbors President and CEO, Cynthia Tidwell, who will be making some opening remarks. Cynthia.
Thank you, Amy. This is my little wave. Good evening, everyone, and thank you for taking the time to join us tonight for this very special presentation. For those of you that are new to Royal Neighbors, we are a different kind of insurance organization. We're a fraternal benefit society, which means we're a membership organization, and we're driven by a mission. We like to say that a successful business funds our mission, but our thriving business and financial strength are just part of our differentiation. Now, back in 1895, I don't know if anyone can even imagine what it was like in 1895. 9 women in a rural community recognized and were determined to prove that they had emotional and financial value. They started as a social group, and they were very committed to the issues of women of the day. But they decided that they weren't going to just socialize, they were going to mobilize. And they formed Royal Neighbors, one of the first insurance carriers to offer life insurance to women and children. Now, for 126 years, we've been protecting our members with life insurance and annuities, empowering women and building up communities all across the country through volunteerism, local philanthropy, and improving the lives of our members, a group over 240,000 strong. Now, as a member, you have access to philanthropic grant opportunities to help you support your community, as well as many other programs, savings programs, scholarships, etc. We call all of this wrapped together insurance with a difference. Now, one such program is our signature Women's Empowerment Program, Nation of Neighbors. That's why we're here tonight. Although Nation of Neighbors has evolved and grown through the years, the premise of what we're doing has not. It's about empowering women. It's about supporting communities. And it's about providing financial assistance in the form of grants to individuals who have a plan to start or expand a business or organization that helps women and girls. Now, our members, our agents, and our chapter leaders nominate these women who are doing amazing things right in their own backyards, where they can and do make a difference every day. Then we get a panelist of past recipients, some of our members, and community leaders to review these nominations and make recommendations for the grants. In our 15th year of this program, we have awarded nearly $2.5 million to individuals and organizations across the country, doing a variety of things. Some examples are providing therapy to new moms struggling with depression and anxiety, care packages to our military overseas, food and grocery available to homeless and food insecure, even starting daycare centers in their communities where they don't have them. So this evening, it's our privilege to honor 10 extraordinary people who are empowering women and girls across the country through their work. So congratulations to you all. You will be hearing a very eclectic group of women and organizations, and it's just a small sample of what we do to try to give back. I'm going to turn it back to Amy and Darcy to kick off the rest of the evening.
Thank you, Cynthia, and thank you for leading Royal Neighbors. As Cynthia said, our members look into the community to see the leaders around them who are making a difference. It could be their friend, neighbor, or fellow volunteer who is making a difference, right on the ground floor of a program or nonprofit impacting women and girls. And our members take notice that this is where dreams are formed, and they put them into reality. Dreams like a horse therapy program, or a dream to help someone else have the support they needed when their baby was in the NICU. And that brings us to this occasion. Tonight, it's about gathering to celebrate and to share the collective difference that each of these women is making in her own individual and unique way. We typically visit each recipient in their home, so we can see firsthand the work that they are doing. So far this year, we have visited 6 recipients, and we have several more visits coming up. I don't know if you can tell, but Darcy's in a hotel room because she's currently in Colorado, and she will be visiting with Erin tomorrow to provide her with her award and check. There is nothing more inspiring than seeing a woman in her element, making her dream work, her dream to help others. Now, let's begin. We will share a little bit about each recipient, and you will hear from each of them. And as a reminder to our recipients that you see on the screen here, that you'll have approximately 30 seconds to tell us a little bit about what you do. And my colleague Darcy will be assisting me, so I will let her begin with our first one as I get the slides up.
I'm Darcy, and it's a privilege to be the champion for this life-changing program. First, I would like you to meet Brenda Rose from Guthrie Center, Iowa. Brenda is the founder and director of Firefly Creek Ranch, which is a nonprofit social enterprise of women. This 31-acre farm provides aftercare services for individuals who have experienced sexual trauma and human trafficking. Numerous state and national government reports have identified Iowa as a crossroads for human trafficking due to its location at the intersection of 3 major interstates. With these grant dollars, they will renovate their current facilities and provide extended support for women and children. Brenda, would you like to say a few words?
Hold on, Brenda, you're muted.
Okay, how's that?
That's great.
Oh, I just wanted to say thank you. More than anything, I felt the support of the women that came together and nominated me for this grant. And that meant more to me than anything, is just feeling that support of the community. And we've come together to help women who've been through different tragedies in their life and have found the strength to move forward. I just can't tell you how satisfying to make a difference and feel like we're following our true north and we're doing something that truly is making a difference, not just referring them to someone else. We're in there truly making a difference.
Thank you, Brenda.
Thank you. I am so honored, and I'm so glad to be part of this group now. You've got a great group of ladies here in Guthrie Center, and they rock.
We're a chapter, so it's when we love those chapter members. So
they are great ladies. I'm excited to get to know them better.
Great. Now it's our pleasure to honor Ashley Bala from Vincent, Iowa. With her resourcefulness, creativity, and networking, Ashley was able to convert a previous house of worship into a safe place to stay for women and children in crisis, while also providing necessities, including food, clothing, and personal hygiene items. Named the Lotus Community Project, Ashley will grow its mission by purchasing a retail store and adjoining apartments to provide permanent housing for homeless women and children. Unfortunately, Ashley could not be with us this evening, but Darcy did get to go visit her along with some other colleagues to see firsthand the work that they're doing.
Congratulations to Rachel Gulik from Clive, Iowa. Since 2013, Girls Rock Des Moines has been empowering girls in gender expansive folks through music education, innovative workshops, and performance opportunities. According to Women's Audio Mission, women make up less than 5% of the people creating the sounds, music, and media in the daily soundtrack of our lives. And since the year 2000, there has been a 70% decline in women and girls enrolling in college STEM programs. Rachel, who's the founding volunteer and executive director of Girls Rock, is on a mission to change those numbers. She also knows that inspiring young people, she wants to help find and use their unique voices to empower them to rise and reach for endless possibilities. To date, Girls Rock has served over 1,000 women and girls in the Des Moines area, producing 13 full-length albums and completed 13 performance showcases. And it doesn't stop there. Rachel has big plans to expand the education, technology, curriculum, and expertise necessary to support and sustain tech studio programming. This will enable focused community access for women and girls who are interested in recording technology, audio engineering, and other STEM-based education opportunities. Rachel, we welcome you to share your thoughts with us now.
Thank you so much, Darcy. And I have to say, hi, Brenda. It's nice to see you again. I am so humbled and honored by this award. I think many of us in the nonprofit world understand that we put in a lot of time, sweat equity, elbow grease, all of the above. And it's nice every once in a while just to get a little love back for those efforts. But Girls Rock is a nonprofit organizing and serving Des Moines since 2013. And as Darcy mentioned, we've been empowering girls, gender expansive, non-binary, and trans youth through music education, innovative workshops, and performance opportunities. At Girls Rock, we believe giving young people access to the tools to manifest their own agency is the most important piece of what we do. Music is an incredibly engaging vehicle for which interdisciplinary skill sets, complex ideas, difficult conversations, emotional exchanges, and healthy conflict can do the hard work of building self and collective confidence while producing powerful and amazing music. Thank you so much, Royal Neighbors of America, Nation of Neighbors, for this amazing work that you do. And without your support, you know, it takes such a huge weight off our shoulders to be able to, I mean, because of this grant, we have been able to double our monthly programming. So thank you so much. And I hope you keep an ear out for Girls Rock Des Moines and what we have coming up next. So thank you for helping to ensure that every musician gets to share their unique voice with the world, and so that no song goes unsung.
Thank you so much, Rachel. Next, we honor Pam Frasco from Cleveland, Ohio. After experiencing the unexpected and traumatic premature births of both her sons and walking the difficult neonatal intensive care unit or NICU journey with her family, Pam felt a very distinct need for a connection to other parents who are in the same shoes. Her journey inspired her to begin showing gratitude to her local NICUs, medical professionals, and its families by bringing them small gifts and treats to show her support. It wasn't long before Pam knew she needed to do more, and in 2018, Project NICU was born out of love, support, and drive the drive she had to give back to the community that made a lifelong impact on her family. Project NICU focuses on 3 different areas: connection, support, and community to all involved in the NICU journey. They have distributed 5,000 care packages all over the country. They've granted $30,000 in the last 3 years through their Family Assistance Fund and other research and programming projects. They've served hundreds of families through 80 virtual support groups, and they have grown to 10,000 active members. Pam could not be with us this evening, but Rochelle de Oliveira, Director of Peer Support from Project NICU, will say a few words.
Hi, yes, thank you so much. I know it's such a huge honor as not only the Director of Peer Support for Project NICU, but as someone who considers Pam a role model and a mentor and a leader and a very, very dear friend. I'm super honored to accept that award on behalf of Pam and the amazing work that she's done within the community through Project NICU. We are so thrilled and honored and overwhelmed to have received this award. I will say that, over the years that we've grown, one of the things that we have recognized so much in all of the voices and stories of the NICU parents who we support is this element of mental health. Our community of NICU parents, specifically mothers, are at a disproportionately higher risk of developing some pretty serious mental health issues related to the NICU experience, such as post-traumatic stress disorder. And so with this award specifically, we have recently launched a NICU parent counseling program where we are able to provide completely free professional mental health counseling services. And so we are again, just thrilled and appreciative of having this opportunity to put a program into action. So thank you so much.
Congratulations to Molly Murphy from Coconut Creek, Florida. Fueled and educated by her experience as a recipient of hippotherapy and therapeutic writing programs from a young age of 7 years old, Molly serves every day as an example for everyone what can be accomplished when you refuse to let your disability define you. Molly is a strong advocate for persons with disabilities. She has worked tirelessly as a member of the Special Needs Advisory Coalition of the Children's Services Council of Broward County to build relationships and collaborations that help remove the stigma of having a disability for girls and women. Through her dedication, equine-assisted physical therapy programs were developed for girls at risk and those who have experienced trauma with kids in distress, and PACE Center for Girls, introducing participants to horse behavior and how horses can mirror our own emotions and help with the healing process. Molly is a cheerleader, mentor, and advocate for every single person that comes to equine-assisted therapies of South Florida. Whether she's leading a horse class, cleaning out horse stalls, or feeding the herd, Molly will always do what it takes with a smile on her face, with an encouraging word for those around her. As executive director, Molly has built a staff around her that shares her passion for individuals with disabilities and therapeutic services that empower them and improve their quality of life. Way to go, Molly. Would you like to comment?
Hi, everyone. Thank you so much, Darcy. And I'm absolutely honored to be a part of such an esteemed group of fellow awardees and just a group of amazing women. And I'm honored to be nominated by my dear friend Dawn as well. As Darcy said, as a member of the special needs community myself, there's not a lot of outlets for us as an individual, as someone with special needs. So riding horses and being with horses was truly tremendous for my development, and it's absolutely my honor to share this gift of our empowerment grant with 15 more women and girls that participate in our equine assisted services program at Equine Assisted Therapies of South Florida. At our barn, we say witness the magic, and it really every day is truly magical when horses are a part of our lives. So thank you for helping to empower young girls with horses and encourage independence for all of us. Thank you.
Congratulations, Molly. Next, we have Jeannie Fitzpatrick from Spotswood, New Jersey. Feeding people is a simple but profound act. Jeannie Fitzpatrick provides not only the hungry with nutritious sustenance, but she inspires and builds a community of others who will carry on her commitment to serve our food insecure neighbors with dignity, respect, and love. Through her work with Community of Hope Ministries, Jeannie is a tireless mover and shaker at the organization's community food pantry, where she works not only with the local government agencies, but has developed and nurtured relationships with local vendors and suppliers to keep the pantry shelves full. But it is at the Wednesday night community suppers, the area's local soup kitchen, although she would never call it that, where she shines the brightest. Originally designed as a sit-down supper to host approximately 70 to 75 food insecure guests for a full meal, during the pandemic, Fitzpatrick, or Jeannie, transformed the supper to a takeout operation that serves 120 meals a week and offers a mini on-site food pantry for cupboard staples such as pasta, tuna, and beans. As a retired mother of 5 and grandmother of 10, she believes there is always room at the table for one more. That is her lesson and her legacy to the people she has influenced around her. Community of Hope Ministries will establish a food delivery service and purchase a second oven to increase meal production. They will also hire a social media strategist to spread an awareness of their mission with the funds that they are receiving. We will be seeing Jeannie next week when we present with her. Jeannie, we're so happy to have you with us. The floor is yours.
I just want to say thank you so much. I'm so really grateful for this opportunity to use these funds to help more young women, women who need diapers to get along in life, to just the handout of a good meal once a week, as many as we can get. Our mini mart feeds a large amount of people, and it gives them the opportunity to take that time and those funds to put them to better use. So again, I am extremely grateful. Thank you very much.
Next, we have Rita Cavanaugh from Muskegon, Michigan. Rita is the Director of Client Services of the Hope Project. She works directly with survivors of sex trafficking and vulnerable youth. She's described as bold, compassionate, energetic, and she'll do whatever it takes to help this population. The Hope Project, founded in 2006, is a grassroots nonprofit organization committed to ending the sexual exploitation and trafficking of minor girls in the United States, with a focus on rehabilitating victims in Michigan. The Hope Project will purchase a vehicle to transport girls in their housing program back and forth to counseling and medical appointments, work, and anywhere else they may need to go. Rita, would you like to say a few words?
Hello, everyone. We thank you so much from the Hope Project. We appreciate you all. It is an honor to be here with you amazing ladies. I look forward to seeing our picture up there next time, Darcy. We'll be meeting you soon. So our goal here at the Hope Project is to help our ladies go from transition from victims to survivors to thrivers. Right. And this vehicle is going to help us help them in some tremendous ways. I'm here with one of our therapists, Lisa Wright, and she supports our ladies with therapy. We have a clinical practice upstairs. I'm here in the office still. And we're just excited that Hope Village, which will be the home of one of the youth home, will have this vehicle to be able to transport the ladies to where they need to go. Thank you all so very much.
Thank you, Rita. We look forward to meeting you, and we'll take lots of pictures while we're there. So, next up, we have Erin Huttenstein from Pikes Peak, Colorado. Erin has always been a leader and highly motivated volunteer. She is committed to the prosperity of her community. In 2017, she was awe-inspired by the many who stood up to sexism and sexual harassment, and she wanted to make an impact. So she got on the phone with her friends and convinced them that they had to do something to get more women in office. And this reminds me, our CEO always says, whenever you get women together in a room, something good is going to happen. And that's what I envision here. Colorado 50/50 was formed as a nonpartisan educational group that believes office holders, whether elected or appointed, should more closely reflect the population. The organization aims to strengthen civic engagement by facilitating discussions, so people feel empowered to participate in politics through exercising their right to vote, running for office, or supporting a candidate. Erin and her group of volunteers believe that as a society, we make better policy decisions when there are more diverse voices at the table. She has coordinated events in her own city and around the state of Colorado. To date, more than 600 people have participated in 15 events in 8 locations. When this organization began in Fort Collins, there was 1 woman on city council and 0 women on the county commission. In 2019, the number of women on city council increased to 4. Now, there are 6 women on city council, and 2 of the 3 county commissioners are women. Though Colorado 50/50 cannot claim to be responsible for all those gains, it highlighted the campaigns of those candidates, provided indirect support to several, and sparked a continuing community conversation about the importance of having women in office. Colorado 50/50 has also had an impact on voter turnout. As a volunteer, they conducted Get the Vote Out campaigns for nearly every election for the past 4 years. Erin, would you like to share with our group?
Yes, thank you so much. And we are just so grateful to be receiving this honor and to be in the room with so many other amazing women and women's groups. And happy to learn more about Royal Neighbors. I really couldn't have done this without our volunteers. We're an all-volunteer group. I know there's some of them here, and really want to also thank my nominator, Sylvia Lee, who was like an angel who found this opportunity for us. And if I could leave one last thought with you all, it is that women win just as often or more often than men do. And the reason we don't have more women in office is that they don't run. So if you know an inspiring woman leader, I hope you will encourage her to run. And thank you again.
See you tomorrow.
Yeah, see you tomorrow.
Next, we honor Brianna Huber from Rock Island, Illinois. In her professional life, Brianna is the director of her drinking water utility and is a District 1 trustee for the Illinois Sanctioned American Water Works Association. She sees firsthand how access to clean drinking water impacts the lives of all of us, but especially women. But the water industry that creates the practices and policies is dominated by men. Brianna launched the nation's first Women in Water Committee under the American Water Works Association Illinois section. She also single-handedly fundraised $3,000 for women-led water and sanitation projects in Tanzania and founded her 2O with the vision of women equitability involved in water management in every corner of the globe. In the 5 months since membership was open, her 2O has grown to 34 members, primarily in the U.S., but also from 4 additional countries. Her 2O's first event, a screening of Picture a Scientist, followed by 4 panel discussions, delivered 4 moderators, 18 panelists, and over 200 attendees from 19 countries. After recently hosting a workshop entitled The Power of Young Women, Building Confidence, at the World Youth Parliament for Water, her 2O was approached to partner with the International Secretariat for Water to develop additional women and water-related workshops and provide mentoring to young women in water from both the World Youth Parliament for Water and Youth Climate Water Assemblies. Brianna is now looking to expand her efforts with her 2O, broadening her scope so they can empower more women in water management around the world. Congratulations, Brianna. Please share a few words.
Thank you so much, Darcy, and thank you again, just mirroring the sentiments from the other recipients. Royal Neighbors is a fantastic organization, and I love that all these women from across the country are coming together to do all these incredible things. And I hope someday Her2O has the same level of membership as Royal Neighbors does, but it feels very validating for us to be a recipient of this award because, as you said, our area is very niche. There are numbers vary in terms of women in the water and sanitation sector around the world, and those numbers are 4% to about 18%. So we're a very small group, and at times we very much feel like an island. So the work that we're doing, we're trying to empower women. Our mission is to stimulate, elevate, and embolden women in the water and sanitation sector. And our membership has grown a little bit, and we are up to almost 50 members now from 7 countries. And we've had many educational opportunities from those confidence workshops to male allyship workshops and inclusive language workshops. And we really feel like we are just continually growing in our momentum to empower women in our sector to be able to, effectively be recruited and integrated into our sector and be successful throughout their careers. So again, thank you so much to everyone really in this Royal Neighbors community, and I can't wait to see how we all continue to grow on our journeys. Thank you.
Thank you, Brianna. And our 10th honorary recipient for tonight is Jody Barton from Sherrard, Illinois. Jody first fell in love with therapeutic riding programs when she made a simple visit to New Kingdom Trail Riders. After just one visit, she knew she was hooked. And it wasn't just the beautiful horses, it was the participants. Jody fell in love with the magic that happens when a rider feels empowered, fully accepted, and focused on their abilities. And that truly says it all about Jody's character and her inherent drive to empower women and improve their lives. Jody began to volunteer more often, and soon she took a position on their board of directors. Eventually, Jody's passion turned into a career as executive director. Since this time, Jody has built a staff around her that shares her passion for providing riders with therapeutic services that empower them and improve their quality of life. She has worked tirelessly to grow her program and expand its reach. New Kingdom Trail Riders now has 11 horses and conducts 91 lessons a week. Jody, we invite you to share a few words with us.
Sorry, I couldn't get my thing unmuted. I'd like to thank everyone, especially Royal Neighbors, for this amazing honor. We have been truly blessed by Royal Neighbors for the 3 years that I've been the executive director. I've often said that New Kingdom Trail Riders is ran by girl power. We have a staff of all women. The majority of our volunteers are women, and we have been able to move mountains with these horses. The things that I see at the barn every day just is mesmerizing. The empowerment of our riders, it's very inspiring. And because of the funds we're receiving from this honor, we are able to purchase more horses so that way we can continue to grow our program. Our first horse that we purchased is in the picture. Her name is Cinder, and we decided to call her Royal Cinder here at New Kingdom Trail Riders as memory of the wonderful people of of Royal Neighbors. And we couldn't be happier for all that we've been able to do and what we are going to continue doing. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Jody. We did, all of us in the office were very, very excited that there's a horse that is named after and symbolizes all the wonderful work that we aim to do. And we did throw up here an extra picture of Royal Cinder, and it did not get past us that her bridle is purple.
That's awesome.
I hope I can come out and visit her someday. I know you had some Royal Neighbors members out there over the weekend, but I want my chance too.
Please come out.
Oh, thank you. Our judges were so inspired by all of you. It's such a difficult decision when it comes down to going through all these nominations to be able to decide who is going to be our final 10 recipients for this year. But they were really inspired by your vision to empower women and girls, followed by your actions to help them in a meaningful and lasting way. And while you're each contributing to the empowerment of women and collectively making a difference, I can just feel the power right now of all of you together. You are doing it in your own unique and meaningful way. And we celebrate this. You are living our neighbor helping neighbor philosophy, and you exemplify Royal Neighbor's 126-year-old mission to empower women and serve communities. And with this 2021 Nation of Neighbors Award, you are now part of a prestigious group of women all across our country. We're so excited to watch your continued progress and impact. Thank you for your leadership, and thank you for making a difference. And with that, this concludes our presentation today. But if you're not a member of Royal Neighbors, and you would like to be, we encourage you to join and become and get active. Volunteer for the things that matter to you, or nominate a woman in your own community for this award. You can go to royalneighbors.org to learn more about our insurance and annuity products. A thriving business is what enables us to make these dreams come to life. We thank you again, everyone that's on, for joining us today.
Thank you all. It's fabulous what you do.